Yeah, the pressure. And everybody can put on top.
Rest in.
भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन बिलनी की बैर सुदाम की टंड रुचि भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन दुर्योधन घर मेवा त्याग साग विदुर घर आओ प्यारी मोहन आओ भोग गाओ प्यारी मोहन हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे मैं तो आरती उतारो राधे श्याम की रे मैं तो आरती उतारो राधे श्याम की रे राधे श्याम की रे मूर्ति धाम की रे राधे श्याम की रे मूर्ति धाम की रे मैं तो आरती उतारो राधे श्याम की रे मैं तो आरती उतारो राधे श्याम की रे
क्रोधन चोरा झूठन चोरा सच वचन क्यों चोर दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों चोर दिया क्रोधन चोरा झूठन चोरा सच वचन क्यों चोर दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों चोर दिया झूठे जग में झीलन जाकर असलवतन क्यों क्रोधन छोड़ा सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। कौड़ी को तो खूब संभाला लाल रतन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। क्रोधन छोड़ा झूठन छोड़ा सच वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। जेहि सुमिरत ते अति सुख पावो सो सुमिरन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। क्रोधन छोड़ा झूठन छोड़ा सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। कालिस एक भगवान भरोसे तन मन धन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। क्रोधन छोड़ा झूठन छोड़ा सच वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया तूने नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया।
कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुंद जनार्दना
कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुंद जनार्दना
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण गोविंद जनार्दना
कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुंद जनार्दना
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
अच्युतानंद कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
अच्युतानंद गोविंद माधवा
सच्चिदानंद नारायण हरे
सच्चिदानंद नारायण हरे
सच्चिदानंद नारायण हरे
सच्चिदानंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण गोविंद जनार्दना
कृष्ण कृष्ण मुकुंद जनार्दन
कृष्ण गोविंद नारायण हरे
कृष्ण कृपालु कृष्ण कृपालु कृपानिधि केशो स्वरूपाय व्यासवे गाय कृष्ण के गायो गाय कृष्ण के you want to sing one? कृष्ण कृपालु कृष्ण कृपालु कृपानिधि केशो दीन बंधु दया कृष्ण कृपालु कृपानिधि केशो दीन बंधु दया दीनबंधु
जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ ओ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी ओ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे
Charge the mic. Gopal, give her the mic, the one right side. Check no sisters.
check श्री बाके बिहारी लाल की जय। मानव तू अगर चाहे दुनिया को झुका देना, मानव तू अगर चाहे दुनिया को झुका देना, बस ईश्वर के आगे सिर अपना झुका देना, झुका देना। धरती और सागर के रत्नों को जो पाना हो, धरती और सागर के रत्नों को जो पाना हो, आकाश में उताना हो, पाताल में जाना हो, दूरी परमेश्वर को पहले पकड़ा देना। मानव दुआ करे चाहे, दुनिया को झुका देना। मानव दुआ करे चाहे, दुनिया को झुका देना।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय. Revered Guruji, Vyasji Maharaj, devotees and friends, we are here to join in the morning session of this Bhagvat Katha. And I'm sure those of us who come in the morning and also at night, we do enjoy the bliss that we gathered by being in this shrine. It is like on a hot day, you go into a pond or a pool where the water is cool. The heat of life is on for all of us. That's why when we go into the temple and we see Ma Durga Murti there, she has a chhatra over her head, telling us that there will be sun, there will be rain, there will be snow. But there's also an umbrella that helps us from the rainy day and the sunny day. And that umbrella comes from her divine grace or the grace of Paramatma. So as we are here, life is very temporary. Let us make use of it. This is our 29th year of this Katha, and we pray and ask God. Today's Katha is sponsored by Kali and her sisters in memory of their mother who passed away. We ask that the Jivatma, this is one family, that they believe in their dharma. They have done all the kriya. They did the 6-month work where they did a Bhagvat Katha, and it was done thrice a day in the usual way that we used to do. So they have faith in, as Baba says, you must have faith in what you do. And I'm sure that the Jivatma of her mother will be pleased and bless them that they may continue to follow the path of dharma. And for all those great souls who have gone, who have contributed to our mandir in so many ways, may Bhagwan bless them. And those who are alive, I see Auntie Tulia here. We pray and ask God to bless all those devotees who at the beginning were here because of health. They are not here now. God must bless them all. So over now to Vyasji Maharaj. Prem se bolo Vyas Maharaj ki.
I deal with, okay, yeah. If it's not put on, then if it's not on, then I would be able to hear it. It's too loud. I think it's too loud. Is that too loud? No? No? What is it?
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, Vian Mandal, page 22. Oh, Vian Mandalam Diptakaram Vishalam Ratnang Pravanti Brahmanadi Rupam Daridha Duk Chai Karanancha Punatumam Tat Savitur Varenyam
Swaha.
Yan Mandalam Devaganai Supujitang Vipraistutang Bhavana Mukti Kovidam Tam Deva Devam Pranam नमामि सूर्यं
पुनातुमां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं स्वाहा
यन्मण्डलं ज्ञानगणं त्वगम्यं त्रैलोक्यपूज्यं त्रिगुणात्मरूपं समस्ततेजो मय दिव्यरूपं पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं
स्वाहा
यन्मण्डलं गूढमतिप्रबोधं धर्मसदृद्धिं कुरुते जनानां यत्सर्वपापक्षयकारणं च पुनातु मां तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं ॐ मित्राय नमः
ॐ मित्राय नमः
स्वाहा ॐ रवये नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सूर्याय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ भानवे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ खगाय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ पूष्णे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ मरीचये नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ आदित्याय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सवित्रे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ अर्काय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ भास्कराय नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ go page behind that one, page 21. कराग्रे बसते लक्ष्मी करमध्ये सरस्वती करमूले तु गोविन्दा प्रभाते करदर्शनम. Page 21. When you get up in the morning, you do this prayer. Samudra basane devi parvatastala mandale Vishnu patnim namastubhyam padasparsham chamasvame. When we get up in the morning, before we put our feet upon the ground, we ask Dharti Mata, we ask that the wife of Lord Vishnu to please forgive us. Because it's from the earth we get everything. Everything we get from the earth. We get food, minerals, gas, coal, oil, everything comes from the earth. You think we can do anything? We can't do anything. So this is prayer is very important. So we did one more time. Samudra basade devi parvatasthala mandale Vishnu patni namastubhyam padasparsham chamasvame. The translation is there, so please read it. Ahilya Draupadi Sita Tara Mandodari Tata Panchakam Nasvarena Nityam Mahapatakanashanam Punya Shloko Nalo Raja Punya Shloko Yudhishthira Punya Shloko Jabaideis Punya Shloko Janardana. And above it, Om Narayanaya Vidmahe. Above these prayers, and above
Narayanaya vidmahe
Vasudevaya Dhimahe
Vasudevaya dhimahi
Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. वासुदेवाय धीमहि
वासुदेवाय धीमहि
प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय
प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय
नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च
नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च.
Whenever you pick up this book to use it in your mind, please thank Prabhat Sood for his tireless effort in getting it together. Of course, he was assisted by Pandit Bhoj, but he is the one who worked day and night to get this together. So we ask Bhagwan to bless him. The best way to say something about a person is when he's not here. When you say it in front of his face, it does not mean anything. And then we ask that may Bhagwan bless Prabhatji with long, good life, so he can continue to do more and more. And every book he's made for all the Katha, there are different teachings in it, which takes a lot of effort to do that. Om
Chopai.
Chopai, okay. She loves the Chopai. Oh Guru Bena Bhava Niditarayana Koe Jo Viranje Shankara Samahoe.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Guru Bena Bhava Niditarayana Koe
Guru Bina Bhava
Asangoham, Asangoham, Puna Puna.
Asangoham, 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 Punah Punah.
Bolo Satchidananda Rupoham,
Satchidananda Rupoham,
Ahameva Avyaya,
Ahamevaham Avyaya.
Bolo Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Radha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bansi Vibhushita Karan. I don't know what page it is. Look, if you have been coming every day, then you should get it quite easily. Om Bansi Vibhushita Karan. Navani Radha, page 6. Pitambarad Arunabimba Paladarushtat Purnendu Sundara Mukhad Arabinda Netrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tatvamaham न जाने कृष्णात्वदीयरपदपङ्कजपञ्जरान्ते अद्वैव मे विशतु मानसराजम् प्राणाप्रयाणसमये कफवातपित्तये कण्ठावरो धनविदौ स्मरणं कुतस्ते
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda.
Krishna Kanhaiya
Oh Krishna Kanhaiya.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Radhe Govinda
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda. Krishna Kanhaiya.
Padarabindam Mukharabinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Krishna Govinda Hare
Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath
Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna
सुखदेव जी कहते हैं कि हे राजा परीक्षित, अपनी बुद्धि से ऐसा निश्चय करके गजेंद्र से अपने मन को हृदय में एकाग्र किया और फिर पूर्व जन्म में सीखे हुए श्रेष्ठ स्तोत्र के जप द्वारा भगवान की स्तुति करने लगे। Gajendra was an elephant. He was given a curse because of his bad habits that he had. And he was born as an elephant, but although he was born as an elephant, he remembered his past life. But he was an elephant. As an elephant, he was not very spiritual. So one day he went into the river. Elephant like to go to the river. And what grabbed his leg? Graha. What is Graha? Graha is a crocodile. When someone call you crocodile, they really that means that they think that you're really ugly. Has anyone ever seen a pretty crocodile? I've seen those of us who are from Guyana, we see a lot of alligator and crocodile. Right on the boat? Oh. So, but there's no pretty crocodiles. So there's a reason for this. So the crocodile grabbed his leg. A crocodile is strong in
The
where? Water. And an elephant is strong
On the line.
on the land. But the elephant is now in the water. And the crocodile is now the king. He is ruling. Grabbed his leg and is not let it go. And Gajendra is calling on all his children to come and help him. And his one child, his name was? That one child name was what? Narayan. He called upon Narayan, and because of his previous karma, Bhagwan Vishnu came. I was talking about Turiya yesterday, and many people feel that you have to go to the forest and you have to leave your home and your family before you can get to Turiya. What I would like to explain today, not that I am in stage of Turiya, but from my reading, etc., what I would like to explain to you, to all of us, and myself included, is that just like how Gajendra was all in this material world, and he called upon Bhagwan, and Bhagwan name just what? Took him away right up to Turiya, because what it says in the Pratasmari, I said one part of the shlokas, Pratar bhajame manasa vachasa magamyam. Prata, early morning bhajame, I worship manasa vachasa agamyam. Agamyam, which is beyond. I worship that which is beyond mind and speech. And how you worship it? You worship it by remembering the Lord. Gajendra, what he did know, having left, when no one was coming to him, then he surrendered. And the next part of the Pratasmarami is beautiful here. He said, Vacho bebhante nikhila yadna anugrahena. Anugraha. When you pray, when you do puja is so important. When you do puja and you put on chandan upon the murti, you give bhog to the murti, you do arti to the murti, you do flowers to the murti. What? Your heart must be totally immersed. This is the whole thing. You just don't do it as a matter of fact. Because if you do it as a matter of fact, you get nothing from it. You must be immersed. You must be lost. So say, Vacho bibante nikhilayan anugrahenam. And when God's grace come to you, and here, this God is not talking about Rama or Krishna or Jesus Christ or Allah, just that spirit. That's, you see the beauty of Hinduism? The beauty of Hinduism is that they don't speak about any, especially in this Vedantic literature, no specific God is mentioned. The God for this Vedantic is that Lord who no one has ever seen. That Lord is called Brahman. He has no form, he has no shape. So they prayed to him. When in the morning, when you pray to him like this, when you get his grace, please remember my word. When you get the grace, by stop running the what? Race. Stop running the race. Put a G in front of the race. And what you get? You see how simple it is? You can never get anything unless you get God's grace. You might say, I'm a bad fellow. I play dominoes every Friday. Right? But yet things are going well. You know why? Because you don't necessarily have to go into a puja room or do puja. Your mind must be clean. You must do good things with your hand. If God help you get a bit money, you keep some money and also give $1 to someone else who is in need. That is also puja. What Krishna says about puja? Krishna says karma. When God liked to smell what? God liked to smell sweat. And he's saying that you must work. All the swamis who come and don't do any work, don't do any teaching, they're useless. But the swami that comes and teach and try to enlighten, try to give some knowledge to people, those are the swamis and people that you must respect. And when the grace of the Lord comes to you, look, grace has touched each and every one of us in here. As I look around and I see people and I know what they have been afflicted by, one or two people, I know the grace of the Lord has touched them. Why they are here with us? Right here. Hari tuma bina bahota yanugraha kero.
हरि तूने बहुत अनुग्रह किया।
For those who don't understand, in Bhajan is saying, Lord, you have given me so much grace. You have showered me with grace. Hari tuma
बहुत अनुग्रह किया प्रभु तूने बहुत अनुग्रह किया साधन धाम और मोक्ष कर धाम हमारी कृपा कर लेना
Hari tuma bahut anugrah kero.
हरि तूने बहुत अनुग्रह किया।
And this part where it says Prata Bhajami Manasa Vachasam Agamyam. Agamyam means I worship. When, see, Ramakrishna used to worship the Divine Mother Kali. When he hears Kali, he goes into Samadhi. He reached only up to that stage, but he could not go to Turiya. He could not go to the superconscious state. I exhorted you all a couple of days ago. Try to read. Oh, you all know Riva. You go look at television. You look at soap. You look at baseball, basketball. All consuming. I'm not saying I look at baseball, I look at basketball, but you know what? Take some time to read also. Take some time to read. I'm not saying you must go back and become and put on a yellow cloth and become a sadhu. No, 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 no. Enjoy your life. But also leave a little bit for the Lord also. Leave a little bit of time for Him. Don't go overboard. Leave a little bit. He's saying, leave a little bit for me. I have given you this body. I have given you these senses. I have given you these senses so you can, you can have gratification of your senses. But at the same time, take a little bit of time for me. And you don't have to do it any specific time, but if you can get up early morning, before the sun rises, which I know most of you all do not, then it is the best time to communicate with the Lord. I want to say to Him, Hari Tuma Bahutaya Nugraha Kero Hari Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama Rama. So I was telling about Ramakrishna, something else came. Ramakrishna, he worshipped Kali. And I told you he could not get to the fourth stage. So he went and he spoke to, what was his name again? The fellow from the Brahmo Samaj, Totapuri. He went to Totapuri and he says, I can see the Divine Mother. So Totapuri says, you have not reached there yet. And what did Totapuri do? What did he do? Anybody know what he did? He took a brick and cut him on his head here. Because that's where he used to think about the Divine Mother. Cut him on his head. He said, go beyond here. Don't stop on the Divine Mother. Then he went beyond and he went to the Samadhi. So this bhajan, Ityari can take you right up there. But we have to, he could not, you see, his problem, Ramakrishna's problem was, he could not forget the form of the Divine Mother. The Divine Mother was so much in him, he could not forget that form. And Totapuri wanted him to forget the form, to go beyond it. And what I was saying to you, I told you yesterday that bhajan can take you to that fourth state of consciousness, but you have to be lost in it, right? And if you're lost in it, then there's no mind, there's no sleep, there's no wake, there's no what? You're beyond the mind. So Gajendra, the alligator held on to his leg and is pulling him into the water. And now he's, after all the bhajan and kirtan that he did in his previous life, the thought came to him that he must call upon the Lord. Narayana Mapukara Piyara Bhagvat Katha Hamko Pyara. This was written by my father. Bhagvat Katha was written by him. So when I hear this, I remember him every day still, but this is what he had done. He was a Bhagavati Pandit. But you have heard my father? Yeah, you were your father? Yeah, before he came to Boston, you heard him, right? Yeah. Yeah, so my father's, Paripoja's father was my father's godchild, and So, long story. That's how I have to thank my parents, at least my father especially. My mother was too busy. My mother had 6 of us. And they were all hungry belly people that she had. Look at Robin, see his belly? Look at Dwarka, look at his belly. So you know, all is only food. Food, food, food. So the poor lady, from morning to night, she's in the kitchen. And when she's not in the kitchen, she's washing clothes. And when she's not washing clothes, she's drying clothes. When she's not drying clothes, she's ironing clothes. So she has no time to anything. So our father. And my father, he was a pandit, full stop. That's it. He don't change diapers. Those days, you know diapers. What they say? You run shut tail. You know what shut tail? Yeah. Okay. You know what shut tail? You don't know what shut tail? Yeah, you know. Lagrange, you had shut tail, Lagrange. All right. Bhagvat Katha humko pyara pyara.
Bhagvat Katha sabko pyara.
So Ramakrishna Paramahansa had to go beyond Kali to reach a Turiya state. Do you know? Sudama sing the praises of the Lord all the time. His wife tell him, he was poor. His wife tell him, why don't you go and ask your friend Krishna? He's the king of Dwarika. Go and ask him for some money so we can buy food, etc., etc. So he said, I'm happy. He said, you're happy, but the children are starving. So he went. He went unwillingly because Sudama was a real sadhu. And when he went there, who he met with? He met with this Krishna. So he got to that state of seeing that God and being in bliss with him. So Gajendra is calling. And what he say? Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yat Etat Chidat Atmakam Purushaya Dibijaya Pareshaya Bhiya Dhimahi. Dhimahi, like Dhimahi is in all the Gayatri mantra ended. Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachoda. Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Dhimahi means I concentrate upon you. So here this is like a Gayatri, what Gajendra is saying. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasyai Yat Etat Chid Atmakam Purushaya Dibijaya Pareshaya Bhidhimahi. गजेंद्र कहा कि जो जगत के मूल कारण है और सबके हृदय में पुरुष के रूप में विराजमान है एवं समस्त जगत के एकमात्र स्वामी है, जिनके कारण इस संसार में चेतना का विस्तार होता है, उन भगवान को आज मैं नमस्कार 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 करता हूँ, प्रेम से उनका ध्यान मैं करता हूँ. Is the Hindi okay for you, Robin? Is huh? All right. So what he says? It says, प्रेम से उनका मैं ध्यान करता हूँ. Please look at the words. It says, I'm concentrating upon the Lord, but prem se, I'm doing it with what?
Love.
With love. You can't go into the puja room and rush and come out. Right, Kali? How long you stay in the puja room, Kali? About 3 hours? Terry said you stay about 3-4 hours at least. And Terry said you could pray the Higa and go play the Abel also. Anyhow, so you look after everything. So, when you concentrate on the Lord, you have to concentrate on Him with love. You have to concentrate, and how that love come? That love come when you remember His pastimes. Charo Jugana mein naam tumhara pyare Krishna Kanhaiya ho. Bolo.
चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया हो.
Krishna Kanhaiya ho. गोपीरी जैया हो तारे
भगवती बंसी बजैया गोपी रचैया हो चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया हो
चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा
प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया हो
अरे यमुना तट पर के दखिलैया नागन थैया हो
यमुना तट पर घेन खिलैया नाग कन्हैया हो चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया हो
ओहो चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया हो
चारों युगन में नाम तुम्हारा प्यारे कृष्ण कन्हैया
I will pray to Kanhaiya. I will ask him, Oh Prabhu, allow me to live a glorious life. In Vidur Niti, page 19 on your book, there's a beautiful shloka there. I don't know if I'm wasting my time telling you all these things, but anyhow, I'm going to tell you. You think I'm wasting my time, Pandit Boj? Huh? Page 19, you all got it? On your book, Vidur Niti. Ashto Guna Purusham Divyante Pragyachai Kaulayam Chadamashratam Cha Parakramanscha Bahubhashitam Chadanam Yatha Shabir Kritagyata Cha. 8 qualities glorify a man. 8 qualities. 1, if he has wisdom. Wisdom, and you see, what is the Milton is the one who said that wisdom lingers on. There's something before that I can't remember it. You may have knowledge, but not necessarily wisdom. You may have no knowledge, and it does not necessarily mean that you are not wise. Am I, you all got me there? You might have all the knowledge in the world, but there's no wisdom. You may have no knowledge. Point is Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He never went to school. I think first standard he went to. Which more wise person you had more than that? Everything that Vivekananda spoke about, he was taught by Ramakrishna Paramahansa. And so, you ask that you glorify a man by wisdom. He says high birth here, but high birth does not mean Brahmin or so. High birth means that when you have evolved from this state, this lecherous state of greed and lust and anger, and you have transformed yourself, you become what is known as a Dvija. Dvija means a twice born. So, you know, as I said yesterday, I can't remember it yesterday, the day before, the Krishna said, I am a twice born. He asked the Hindu, what about you? Are you twice born? The Hindu said, I born again and 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 again. Because he knows that he believes in reincarnation, and this is not his first birth or his last birth. He was born so many times before that. So, good birth, self-restraint. Self-restraint is a very, very powerful virtue. Self-restraint. Someone has angered you, someone has told you something rude, etc. If you can have that power, Vakya Shuddhi, if you can have that power not to say anything ill from your mouth is not an easy thing. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. You know, you can do all the tapasya in the world and these, you don't get these qualities. Look at the tapasya that Vishwamitra did, Vashisht and all these people to try to get to this state. Yet these states elude them for a long time. Vishwamitra had wanted to become like Vashisht. He wanted to become a what? What he wanted to become? A Brahm Rishi. He was a Rishi only. He wanted to become a Brahm Rishi. And yet, so Vashisht told him, you have to go do lots more tapasya. So you can see the stages that is you have to evolve through to get to that stage of Turiya. Not easy. Not easy at all. We come to Katha here and our minds are, I wonder when they're going to finish. Hira is preparing lunch for us today. Well, she don't prepare. You ever see Hira fingers? You think she can knead flour? Renuka? Does Hira cook roti? I asked the person who knows her very well. He said, anyway, self-restraint is very important. This is Vidurniti. There is a book called Vidur Gita. This is Vidurniti, and this is, imagine, all this can be, you can get this from this little book that we have here. Self-restraint. Learning, you must have always try to learn so you can remove yourself from darkness. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma mrityurma. Lord, let me be moved away from darkness unto light. What darkness mean here? Darkness mean the ignorance. Give me knowledge. Moderation in speech, and gift according to one's own power, and always have. The last one is gratitude. So many of us do not remember the gratitude that people have done for us from time to time. Unfortunately, the persons who have done the thing for you to help you, unfortunately, they remember. You see that chap? He has forgotten me. Well, look what I did for him. I gave him his first shirt. I gave him his first pants. You should not do that. Whatever you give, forget about it. It is not easy. Talk is cheap. It is not easy. Difficult. Very difficult. But we must always try to help. Look, this morning, as I was sitting here, I got a call from Guyana from one of the doctors working for us. And he said to me, there's a lady, young lady, who was on what they call peritoneal dialysis. It means they give her the fluid. She go home, she got a tube in her belly, and she put the fluid in there all night. Unfortunately, the tube got infected and she got what they call peritonitis. You all know what, anyhow, her belly got messed up then, put it that way. So they had to take the tube out. So the doctor asked her, why are you not on dialysis? She said, because she cannot
Afford.
So the doctor called me and asked me, her father will help, and can we charge her $10,000? I said, no, charge her $8,000. Government gives $6,000. The government give them $6,000. All she has to pay is $2,000. One dialysis costs us $75 US for each dialysis. So you can work the math out. So everything that you all are doing here, whatever little bit you are helping somebody who is poor, who can't afford. So I said no, and I'm going to go down there next month, hopefully, and we'll do what we call a fistula on her, so we can take over the. The whole point is, try to be grateful to the Lord, who has given you a little bit so that you can help another person. And this is most important in life, to help another person. Sri Krishna Govinda,
Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Yasmin Nidam Yataschedam Yenedam Cha Idam Swayam Yo Asmata Param Macha Parastam Prapyadaswasmudam.
Oh, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
गजेंद्र ने कहा यह संसार उन्हीं में स्थित है, उन्हीं सत्ता से प्रतीत हो रहा है, वे ही इसमें व्याप्त हो रहे हैं और स्वयं वे ही इसके रूप में प्रकट हो रहे हैं। यह सब होने पर भी वे इस संसार और इसके कारण प्रकृति से सर्वथा परे है। उन स्वयं प्रकाश स्वयं सिद्ध सतात्मक भगवान की मैं शरण ग्रहण करता हूँ। Gajendra is continuing to praise the Lord and say what a great, what he has not done for this world, how he created this whole world for us so that we can enjoy. You ever see a well, I can't ask you whether you can see a sunrise because I don't think you get up before sunrise. But if you see a sunrise in the morning, and especially at this time, or when you see it before the sun comes up, you ever look at the sky before you get up before sunrise? No, Gayatri, you get up. Don't lie here because you lie, God. You see, I don't ask Terry any question because I don't want Terry to lie. So I don't ask him anything. So when you get up in the morning and you see before the sun comes up and you see the sky, so beautiful it is. And when the sun is going down, my God, it is, how is that song go again? कहीं दूर जब दिल ढल जाए सांझ के दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुप कैसे आए
मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए
दीप जलाए कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए सांझ के दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुप कैसे आए। When the sun is going down, it's like a dulhan, like a bride, so beautiful. Shyly she comes. Shy, not shyly, S-H-Y-L-Y. Shyly she comes to see your presence.
कहीं तो ये दिल कहीं मिल नहीं पाते कहीं से ये जुड़ियां हैं जन्मों के नाते यही वही है ये सच सपने अपना ही होते कभी कह नहीं पाए
कहीं दूर जब दिल ढल जाए सांझ के दुल्हन बदन चुराए चुप कैसे आए। ने कहा कि यह विश्व प्रपंच उन्हों की माया उनमें अध्यस्त है। यह कभी प्रतीत होता है तो कभी नहीं, परंतु उनकी दृष्टि ज्यों की त्यों एक सी रहती है। वे इसके साक्षी है और उन दोनों को ही देखते रहते हैं। वे सबके मूल है और अपने मूल भी वही है, कोई दूसरा उनका कारण नहीं है। वे ही समस्त कार्य और कारण से अतीत प्रभु मेरी रक्षा करे। प्रलय के समय लोकपाल और इन सब के कारण संपूर्ण रूप से नष्ट हो जाते हैं। उस समय केवल अत्यंत घना और गहरा अंधकार ही अंधकार रहता है, परंतु अनंत परमात्मा उससे सर्वथा परे विराजमान रहते हैं। वे ही प्रभु मेरी रक्षा करो और उनकी लीलाओं का रहस्य जानना बहुत ही कठिन है। उसका लीला बहुत कठिन है। To understand the Lord's play is very difficult. We can't imagine. We can't imagine his leelas. I'm not talking about the leela where he killed Kalya Nag and that. I'm not talking about that leela. I'm talking the leela that we are seeing today. The leela that is present today. How the sun rises in the east, go down in the west. Planets are going in their orbit, yet no one is crashing into another. All these are his leelas. All this. Storm comes is his leela. Hurricane comes is his leela. All these are his plays. They're all his plays that we see this world. That Shyam Sundar, that beautiful Lord with his basuri upon his lips. बांसुरी बजाए श्याम,
बांसुरी बजाए आज रंग से मुरारी,
बांसुरी बजाए आज रंग के दुलारे,
रंग से मुरारी प्यारे रंग से मुरारी,
रंग के दुलारे प्यारे रंग के दुलारे।
ओ बांसुरी बजाए आज रंग से मुरारी।
उनकी लीलाओं को रहस्य जानना बहुत ही कठिन है। वे नट की भांति अनेकों वेश धारण करते हैं और उनके वास्तविक स्वरूप को ना तो देवता जानते हैं और ना ऋषि ही। फिर दूसरा ऐसा कौन प्राणी है जो वहाँ तक जा सके और उसका वर्णन कर सके। वे प्रभु हे प्रभु मेरी रक्षा करो। जिनके परम मंगलमय स्वरूप का दर्शन करने के लिए महात्मा गण संसार की समस्त आसक्तियों का परित्याग कर देते हैं। Because of your darshan, great Swami saints and sages become tyagis. Tyagis mean that who is unattached. Who is unattached because of your darshan, because of your grace. Oh Prabhu, you are, how can I describe you? These are beautiful kathas, you know. Gajendra Moksh, Prahlad Stuti, Dhruva. All these are beautiful things in Srimad Bhagavad Puran. You have that book by Subramanyam, don't you? That Bhagavad Rupa. We should bring some of those books in the gift shop because that's a beautiful book. Which I don't know if it's in print still, but it's a beautiful book if you want to get a good synopsis of Bhagavad Katha. It's a really, really good book, and it's very readable. It's enjoyable reading. It's not boring at all. And I don't know, someone stole mine. I don't know. I think I gave it away, Paniboj. I gave it away. Yeah, okay.
You'll lend it and you can get it.
I'll lend it. Okay. So it is a really good book, and that we should try to get it, and we should try to read it. he got all about the story of Raja Vain and all those people. You know, Raja Vain was, he was such a bad king that they killed him, and they wanted to get a descendant of him, but he had no descendant. So you know what they did to him? Huh? They cloned him.
Yes.
Cloning was in Bhagvat Puran. Since that time we have about cloning. What do you hear today about cloning? Was it sheep Dolly? You know, but Dolly the sheep was cloned before Dolly came. Thousands of years ago, Raja Vain, he was cloned and a king came out. Sri Krishna Govinda.
Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
और जिनके परम मंगलमय स्वरूप का दर्शन करने के लिए महात्मा गण संसार की समस्त आसक्तियों का परित्याग कर देते हैं और वन में जाकर अखंड भाव से ब्रह्मचर्य आदि अलौकिक व्रतों का पालन करते हैं तथा अपने आत्मा को सबके हृदय में विराजमान देखकर स्वाभाविक ही सबकी भलाई करते हैं, वे ही मुनियों की सर्वस्व भगवान मेरे सहायक है, तो वे ही मेरी गति है. Gajendra is saying that you have done so much for saints and sages, so much for Mahatma, O Prabhu. I am asking you, please save me, please save me. And then when he was praying this fervently to the Lord, forgetting everything, who was there, who was not there. I just going to wrap up in 2 minutes. Sri Krishna Govinda.
Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Tasmai Namah Pareshaya Brahmane Nantashakaye Arupayo Rupaya Namah Aschayakara.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moonamate. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moonamate. Govindam Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moonamate.
Namah Atma Pradipaya Sakshire Paramatmane Namo Gira Viduraya Manasascheta Samapako.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moonamate. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moonamate.
Bolo Sri Krishna Govinda
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
और उन्हें अनंत शक्तिमान सर्ववर्षमय पर ब्रह्म परमात्मा को आज मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ. वे अरूप होने पर भी बहुरूप है और उनके कर्म अत्यंत आश्चर्यमय है. मैं उनके चरणों में नमस्कार करता हूँ. स्वयं प्रकाश सबके साक्षी परमात्मा को मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ, जो मन, वाणी और चित्त से अत्यंत दूर है. उन परमात्मा को मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ. श्याम तेरे बन से तेरे बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम।
श्याम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम। लोग करे मेरा ओ यूं ही बदनाम। लोग करे मेरा ओ यूं ही बदनाम।
श्याम तेरे बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम। Say your book, page 77. श्याम तेरे बंसे हो राधा तेरे बंसे हो श्याम तेरे बंसे पुकारे राधा नाम।
लोग करे मेरा तो यूं ही बदनाम। लोग करे मेरा तो यूं ही बदनाम।
सावर के बंसे को भजने से काम। सावर के बंसे को भजने से काम। राधा का विशाल वो तो मीरा का विशाल। राधा का विशाल वो तो मीरा का विशाल। श्याम तेरे बंसे पुकारे राधा So, this is how Gajendra prayed unto Bhagwan. Then Bhagwan sent his chakra and cut off the neck of the crocodile and relieved Gajendra of all his difficulties. Let us pray today. Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam.
वासुदेवाय धीमहि
प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च।
Dwara. Let's just repeat this mantra 2 more times, the Gayatri mantra of Bhagvat Puran, so we can be blessed with how Gajendra got Bhagwan to help him with his difficulties. May he come and help us with our difficulties. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam
वासुदेवाय धीमहि
प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय
नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च।
One more time. Om Namo Bhagavate
तुभ्यं वासुदेवाय धीमहि प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय नमः शङ्कर्षणाय च।
We leave everything to His grace. The question is always asked, how come a little baby is stricken with disease? How come a little baby can't eat? How come a little baby die? Is God fair? I mean, we have heard this how many millions of times. Is that true? I mean, today we will be going to see someone young and has everything at his disposal. But what? Bhagwan, when he said, जब लिखा है ना, जो लिखा है वो हो जाए. So the question is asked, is God fair? Is He fair to us? To give us so much difficulties? How can you answer that? Well, the answer is, all Hindus answer one word.
Karma.
What?
Karma.
Karma. Our karma. But there was an author of a book. His name was Houston Smith. He wrote a book on world religion. And his granddaughter was murdered, whom he had loved very much. So the person asked him that you write all this thing about faith in God and etc., etc. And your granddaughter was just murdered. You still have that faith in God? Beautiful answer he gave. Anybody ever read that book? Beautiful answer he gave. You know what he said? He said, my granddaughter has been murdered. I loved my granddaughter. But how many other granddaughters were not killed? And the world still go on. Because of that, I must lose faith in God? Because my granddaughter was murdered, as the case may be? No. She's not the only one. So many others have been killed, murdered. But what? We don't pay any attention to those who are not connected with us. When the connection is there with us, we take our murtis and we throw it outside and we, murti, we take us, this murti is useless, etc., because God is so unfair to me. No, no, no. Each and every one of us have to dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh ke kare na ko, jo sukh mein sumiran
करे दुख काहे को हो बोलो श्याम बोलो श्याम राधे श्याम बोलो श्याम 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 बोलो श्याम 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 बोलो श्याम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम
ऐसी बाणी बोलिए मन का आप खोल और न को शीतल करे आप हो शीतल हो
बोलो श्याम बोलो श्याम राधे श्याम बोलो श्याम 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 बोलो श्याम 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 बोलो श्याम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम
We must not go to the Lord only when we are in difficulties. When we are happy, when we are good, we must remember Him. So that when we are in difficulties, He will not say to us, we only run to Him when we are in difficulties. But the Lord dwells in each and every one of our heart. He dwells right here, right inside here, each and every one of us. Whether you believe it or not, it is a fact. He dwells right there. It is for you to connect to Him, how you want to connect to Him. Either you can connect to Him through service to mankind, you can connect to Him by doing worshipping, you can connect to Him by doing meditation, you can connect to Him by helping some friend or person with whatever difficulty. So many ways you can connect Him, but connect to Him we must. And you know, all of us connect to Him. All of us, we do connect to Him. And He do come to each and every one of us. From time to time, He comes to each and every one of us. Only we do not realize that He has come. So our prayers must be to realize that He has come. Shri Radhe Govind Bhaja Mana Shri Radhe
राधे श्री राधे गोविंद भजो मन श्री राधे
Shri Radhe Jai Jai Radhe
ओ राधे श्री राधे जय जय राधे
Bolo Shri Radhe Govind Bhaja Mana Shri Radhe
ओ राधे श्री राधे गोविंद भजो मन श्री राधे
Hare Vrindavan
राधे राधे
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, सद्गुरु देव की
जय।
ओम नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव।
प्रेम से बोलो व्यास जी महाराज की जय। We are not accustomed to ask you to clap, but this deserves more than a clap, this treat that we had this morning. As I was sitting there, we're counting the morning session, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't count Sunday because Sunday is Vidai, then we leave. So we have a few sessions more in the morning and also in the night to come and enjoy this Katha. You know, I'm a chul person. People would see me in the temple and they look, say, oh, you're walking up and down, but that's a job to do too. But here, I have to sit down. I do my steps. So what a beautiful and a wonderful Katha. I hope this will give some blessings to Kali's mother and Kali's entire family, Terry and his sister-in-laws and so forth. Renuka. Yeah. She sang so beautifully. And tonight is a beautiful night. Tonight is Krishna Janma for the Katha. Janmashtami is on the 18th, but Krishna Janma in Bhagvat Katha Wednesday, because Bhagwan was born on a Wednesday. We are going to do Krishna Janma. There will be a beautiful presentation with a beautiful baby. Come and join. Dhoom Dham se, let us enjoy the coming of Bhagwan Krishna in our heart. You know, Gajendra, as Baba rightly said, he gave the philosophical side of it. And yesterday you heard a bhajan from Hashil, He Govinda, He Gopal. There's a beautiful doha that goes with it. Parho likho na kachakiyo, jatan kiyo brajaraj, harimana phool dikhai ke tere liye brajaraj. Some people says that he broke a flower with a trunk and he offered it to the Lord. Whether the flower was his heart or there was a real flower there, but he surrendered, and that is why he was saved from the hands of the crocodile. So let us all come and enjoy the remaining portion of this yajna. After the katha, there's prasad for everyone. This afternoon, we'll start the puja at 6:15 because we want to have ample time for katha and a few bhajan. So by 7 o'clock, 7:10, Vyasji will commence so that we can have a very wonderful session. Once again, I thank you. And remember the programs that we have. 26th of August is a special day. You're all invited to come and celebrate yet another birthday. I'm not going to say the number, but it's a big birthday. Thank you very much. Aarti.
भगवत कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा, भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा,
भगवत कथा सबको प्यारा प्यारा,
भगवत कथा हमको प्यारा।
धुंधुकारी एक प्रेत महाखा, us out with the walkathon. If you need to support, let us know. You can sponsor someone. The proceeds go to the temple.
माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
भगवान की जय।
सब संतन की जय। जय सीताराम। Please come up for prasad.